watch my wheelchair. All right, we're gonna be bringing up Captain Inappropriate.
Hey, you guys, it's great to be here tonight. Thanks. Dude, everyone's fucking killing it, man. It's super fun. But before I get into my set, my attorney asked me to read the following statement. Trigger warning, the following comedy performance may contain one or more of the following. Butt chugging and chicken fucking and other forms of intoxicated bestiality, bukkake, blumpkins, anal fisting, necrophilia, pedophilia, shiza, conjoined dyslexia, threesomes, testicle stomping, incest, inbreeding, pegging, and also D. Martin. Easily offended people are hereby asked to exit out the front door, walk across the street to love, etc., and purchase a sex toy of your choice to go pleasure yourself for the next 8 minutes.
I gotta go.
Yeah, man, stuff is wild right now, man. It's really needed. I needed some laughs, man. Thanks to everybody who's been telling good jokes. Cause stuff is messed up these days, man. It's so messed up. I honestly almost regret having children and bringing them into this world. But I guess it's too late to pull out now. Yeah, I mean, things are messed up. I try not to get too depressed about it. I mean, I try to keep up on things. I sat down to watch the news the other night, and honestly, I ended up just changing it and watching a zombie apocalypse movie because that was less depressing. But then, do you guys ever fall asleep and then you have a dream that, like, where you're watching something and you fall asleep and you have a dream that, like, you're in it? I actually had a dream that I was in like this white trash apocalypse. And they brought back all this old messed up stuff that I thought should have been dead long ago, like fucking Vanilla Ice and Kid Rock. And there was this guy singing at a Super Bowl halftime show. He was like this country guy, and he's just like, I just want to drive my truck and shit my pants, shoot my dog, and fuck some kids, but it ain't easy being a dumb cunt in this country nowadays. It was wild, dude. And I guess all these people that, to get revenge on the world or something, they elected like this professional wrestling star to be president. And yeah, I don't know, maybe they thought he'd be like hitting other world leaders with a chair or something, but anyway, it turns out this guy was into little kids. He was a pedo, and he got blackmailed by a bunch of religious fanatics into restarting the Crusades. And yeah, then there was this other group of religious fanatics that wanted that to happen because they wanted that to start World War III, because they wanted the world to end so Jesus could come, because they had like an Armageddon fetish, and that's the only way they could come. So anyway, it all ended in a whole bunch of like explosions everywhere, and all these guys in like this militarized, spiritual, like religious bukkake, where they're all like circling around in helicopters coming on Kid Rock while he was singing "Bow Diddy Bang Da Dang Diggy" or however that fucking song goes. But anyway, it wasn't a pretty picture. But then I woke up, thank God nothing like that's happening in the real world. Is it weird that I woke up with a boner? Anyway, enough about all that. Thank God I've got some stuff to keep me sane, and one of the things that helps keep me sane these days is snowboarding. It's really good, dude. Even though it's a crappy season, it's still, I'm not like very good at it, but I still have fun. But I have my struggles, like, you guys ever get off the chair and you have trouble like getting your strap into your binding? You know, you're like, oh man, I can't get it in the hole. What am I like 16 years old again, man? So I got an invention that'll solve that problem. I'm gonna invent a snowboard binding that moans when you get the strap into the hole, you know? And then like when you miss the hole, it'll be like, that's not it. It's good, dude. Think about how strung, I mean, I already get excited enough from snowboarding, but think how sprung you to get if you like if your snowboard moaned when you strapped in, it'd be like, oh, snow me so horrible. That's another bit. That's a whole other story. But yeah, the other thing I really like about snowboarding is just spending time with my friends, and they're really goofy. We have a lot of good laughs, and like this guy, we always joke around. The big thing we used to joke around a lot is this is kind of weird, but you guys know what bukkake is, right?
Yeah, explain
really?
it.
Shut up, you guys have all done it. It's a bunch of dudes coming on one girl, so, you know, it's pretty gross. But we joke about it, because we come up and, like, you know, we'd all, like, come up and spray snow on one of us and be like, bukkake! Or, like, every time we'd huck off a cliff or something, we'd be like, bukkake! And everyone would, you know, people would be like, what did that guy say? But my favorite part of it was actually riding the ski lift on the way up. We would make up bukkake-themed parody songs. And I'd like to share some of them with you guys this evening. Now, I'm really not a singer, and I don't have a bunch of my homies on the ski lift here with me, so maybe you guys can help me out with some of these. It's pretty easy to see them coming. Yeah, so let's start with an easy one, like Kiss. I wanna rock and roll all night. And bukkake every day. I wanna rock and roll all night.
Bukkake every day.
Nice, nice. And then there's, of course, you know, the Lady Gaga classic, ba 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 bukkake face, ba bukkake face. You wanna try it?
Yeah.
All right. Ba ba bukkake face, ba
Bukkake face.
All right. And then there's, of course, you know, the classic, what was that, Daft Punk song? I'm up all night for good fun, she's up all night for good fun, we're up all night for good fun, we're up all night for... We're up all night for... And of course, you know, with our favorite song to parody, we gotta bring Chappell Rowan into this, right? Because... I'm gonna keep on dancing at the... I'm gonna keep on dancing at the... Wow. Well, anyway, I wish I could take credit for all those. I got time for... Oh yeah, you know, or like Joan Osborne. You know, what if God bukkake us? Would it be like Noah's flood? For high ground, we'd have to run. Anyway, I wish I could take credit for all those, but those are actually coming at you guys from like all my friends, so I guess I kind of bukkake do with them. And you know, I just wanted to do that because I know the beginning of my set was kind of depressing material, so I decided I'd cheer you guys all up with some bukkake because, you know, I mean, I'd cheer you guys up because, you know, with some bukkake because it always works on your mom. Anyway, I guess I got time for one more. You guys want to hear it? This one, we're going to take it all the way back to Old Italy with Dean Martin. You ready? When the jizz hits your eye from a whole bunch of guys, that's... When you're covered in loads from a whole room of bros, that's... I love you guys, man. That was hella fun. Thank you.